Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream today. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry for the wait. Was doing a little stretching right before. Figured that would help me wake up a little bit more. And Sharps with the 17 months. Thank you very much, man. Welcome back. And Barlowed, nice to have you back. It's always a concern of mine when somebody follows on, like... when somebody follows me and I play a game that I don't normally play, or I don't play it again for, like, another... like, 30 months. But glad to have you back. Also, I'd seen in my activity feed, because it pops up with everybody's, like, profile picture on Twitch. I like your hair. So, sorry we are starting, one just a little bit later in the day. And two, this is not a midnight release at all. I mean, it was, but not for me. I had picked up some expedited work last night because there was an Elden Ring patch the night before that. And expedited work is always worth it because I get paid time and a half if the release window is within like a day or two. So, I kinda couldn't ignore that. The money was right. I like money. And I'm trying to pick myself back up. Get my workflow going again after being sick with COVID. And that ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would. In fact, how long was that? Always keep a log of your work if you work for yourself. So that way when people ask you how long does this take, you know how long it takes and you can tell them. Yeah, it took me 4 hours and 43 minutes. I thought it was going to take me like 3. I started close to 1 in the morning. And then after that, I was blinking a lot. I was very tired, so I was like, I could go ahead and stream, but I'd be doing hard blinks just the entire time, and I don't know how long I would be able to go for. So I said, fuck it, I'll go to bed, and then I'll be up ASAP, like mid-morning, mid-afternoon, to go ahead and start things up. Well, I had one of those power naps for like, I don't know, it was maybe 20 minutes, or it could have been an hour. I'm really not sure. I didn't look at the clock. But afterwards, I could not get back to sleep. Like, it took me a bit to get to sleep, and I could not get back to sleep, which, frankly, I should have taken melatonin. I just got melatonin for basically the purpose of the day before. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stream a thing, and I'd like to be up at this time and not get up late. I get, like, not really like anxiety or anxious, but it's like the expectation, and this is for anything, the expectation that I need to be up at a certain time early in the day always ruins my sleep, and I cannot sleep well. And that is exactly what happened. So, by like 10 in the morning, I was like, oh my god, I'm so exhausted, but I can't fucking sleep. I'm just gonna get a shower. And I got a shower, I was like, okay, I'm feeling kind of awake. I'm gonna go ahead and just have some food. I'm gonna have a pizza. And I had a pizza. And I was like, nah, I could maybe fall asleep now. Potentially. And I set an alarm for... Initially, it was set for 12:30 EST. I moved it to, I think I moved it to, yeah, like 1:30. And by the time I was trying to sleep, it was about like, I don't know, it was like 11:30 or something. 11:15. And then I slept past that. I woke up around 3 and I was like, oh, cool. And I fell back asleep for like another hour. So here we are now, 5:08 p.m. EST. And that has been my day. And this all stemmed because I like money and I wanted money. But at any rate, here we are. Excuse me. The day has finally come. I survived until the Resident Evil 4 remake. That deserves a fucking clap in of itself. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Much obliged. Much appreciated, even.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. One moment. Alright. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, so if you are not aware for whatever reason, Resident Evil 4, the OG version, is my favorite game of all time forever. That has not changed in about like the 7 years or so since I decided that. After about 3 years or so of loving it. Probably less, frankly. I first originally played Resident Evil 4 when I was over my uncle's house. He had it for the PS2. It was a game type that I was very unfamiliar with. I didn't know how to run. So I walked my ass all the way to the village, and I kind of didn't like it, and I was like, eh. And even then, the original reasoning I wanted to even try to play RE4, I believe, was I had seen basically a GMV, or like an AMV, essentially. A music video based around Resident Evil 4. And there were two videos in particular made by a guy named Ray Pinnett. There was one featuring some gameplay and some cutscenes to the tune of Vicinity of Obscenity by System of a Down. And then there was the other video that is the same sort of thing, set to the tune of Stupid MF by Mindless Self-Indulgence, which is how I actually got into Mindless Self-Indulgence. Not that that's something to be proud of, considering a lot of their music is very interesting. I would say, I like to think I have pretty good music tastes. I've been told I have pretty good music tastes. That's not a band I'm necessarily proud of to like, because it's like techno punk. They're very different. And a lot of their songs are, they have a lot of fun words in them. Let's just leave it at that. And not to mention too, there was some controversy from the band lead, Jimmy Urine. It's spelled Urine. Legitimately, it's weird. About him doing some things at concerts with some like underage girls, which, you know what, the way their songs play, I'm not really surprised, and I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not giving it a pass. That was like, what, back in like the 80s or 90s? Probably the 90s, actually. When like a lot of that stuff even happened anyway. People were more loose. Again, not that I'm giving it any kind of a pass, but it's like, it's like I would have been surprised if that wasn't the case, to be fucking fair. I don't know if anything was done recently, but then again, I haven't heard about them having concerts anytime in the past few years. Alright, all that aside, yeah, I decided to give Resident Evil 4 another chance after watching those videos and be like, huh, yeah, that seems pretty cool. A lot of this seems pretty cool. I'd like to know what these areas are in the video. Like, it looks really cool. I even thought there was, like, alternate endings. Because in a part of one of the videos, I think, I don't think both, but in one of the videos, Leon sits in Sadler's chair, which actually I'm wondering if that's in the remake or not. He sits in Sadler's chair, and he looks very evil. That's what made me think there's like alternate endings to Resident Evil 4. And like I remember asking my uncle at a Christmas party over my aunt's house. I was asking him a bunch of questions because I was really excited about the game because I really wanted to play it again. And just asking him, are there alternate endings? And he's like, well, no, not really. And then I played through it on my PS2, and the rest is sort of history. At this point, I stream the game every single year, annually. And I've been fucking loving it ever since. I have become a true professional with the game, I feel. Like, I have it worked down, as I like to call it, I have it worked down to a science, where I know what to use in very specific spots, and I know what to use against every single enemy. I know what I want to use. I know a bunch of little details. Consider myself essentially the Three Dog or Outer Heaven in terms of Metal Gear Solid streams, and like discussing like all the little nitty-gritty details. Consider myself that, but for RE4. And we were doing a run, the underused weapons run, which I would like to get back to, but a bunch of Resident Evil games got updated on Steam for some kind of useless reasons, from my understanding, and it borked the HD project a little bit, and I didn't feel like fixing it, and then I got sick with COVID, so it didn't fucking matter anyway, so we didn't even have time to finish the run. And I heard from another stream anyway, it's like, I don't know about, you know, streaming, you know, necessarily Resident Evil 4 back to back. That might be a little tiring, so, you know what, maybe it was for the better. Every game has at least two endings, one of them being you decide you don't want to continue playing. Yeah. But I did! And then I did it again and again and again! I have played Resident Evil 4 many times on the PS2. Many times on the OG. Sorry, I couldn't decide between original and OG. The original PC port, which was very strangely made by Ubisoft. I probably got a virus from downloading all of that. I looked around. It was you know, those days when you had, you know, the bullet mouse icon. You know, the bullet mouse icon, and like that already gave you a bunch of viruses because, ooh, cool mouse. You're on the family PC, and then you slowly take it over because he's just on the computer in the computer room all day. And then your dad complains, you know, you're on the computer all day. And then I say, well, but Dad, you're going to complain either way. You complain if I'm upstairs all day. You complain if I'm on the computer all day. Like, what am I supposed to be doing with my time? And then he stopped. So yeah, it was very weird. The original PC port for Resident Evil 4 was done by Ubisoft for some reason. Square Enix is the publisher for Power Wash Simulator. That is so fucked. I don't think they're the publisher. Power Wash Simulator, however, did get DLC recently, very recently. I think this past month even. Actually, yeah, definitely this past month, because I'd seen like Maximilian Dude playing it. It got DLC, so you like watched some like robots or vehicles from the FF7 remake, which I'm still mad that I can't play. I'm almost at the point, frankly, that I'm like, maybe I should just play Final Fantasy VII, like the original one, so that way, like, you know, I know. You can't power wash Tifa, though. Fucking shame about that. Hey, Jerp, how you doing, man? Power Wash Simulator is currently on the Steam front page under the Square Enix publisher sale as their main headline title. Huh. Maybe at this point, that is their public. Actually, no, I'm curious. I tried to explain to my dad that there are games that are not your normal kind of video game that you would think of. Yeah, they're the publisher at this point. Yeah, good for them, honestly. Because I think I believe they self-published initially. So that's great. Good for them. Yeah, Power Wash always seemed like one of those really chill games. It's fun to watch. I don't know if it would be super fun for, you know, like myself to play. It might be fun to stream, but I feel like I would only really want to stream it if I was like sponsored by them, which wouldn't happen because small channel. Which is why I'm consistently mad that friend of the stream, Armand Aegis, consistently mad he got a sponsorship and he has not taken it yet. Got a sponsorship for Power Wash Simulator. I'm like, that seems like right up your alley. He's a very chill dude. An extremely chill dude. He should have done that. That sounds great. Yeah, that's weird. Kind of a performance art. Some surprisingly solid Viscera cleanup detail frames. Yeah, I have seen it. It does have multiplayer at least. Yeah, I feel like at a point though, it's less of like you're playing the game and it's more you're just, you know, shooting the shit. I feel like that's the best way to kind of experience it, because I don't know, just that kind of game. But yeah, when my dad last visited in, what was that? January, I believe. Yeah, trying to explain to him that there are games that are less traditional, like, because I was like, oh yeah, there's games where, you know, you just clean up like a crime scene, there's like a bunch of blood everywhere, or there's games where you just, you know, you use a power washer, that's it. Or like there are games where you just decorate a house. And he's like, I don't get it. Who would want to do this? And it's like, well, it's very relaxing. It's like, so what, you would like where's the like custodian, like janitor game? I'm like, well, I mean, there's viscera detail clean up. It's just chatting with extra steps, exactly. Yeah, he didn't quite get it though. Did you try to explain it as a Zen garden? No. I just tried to, you know, explain it as it's just something relaxing. People, you know, really like. I wonder if your dad would understand the appeal of Euro Truck Simulator. That is very funny, because he does. I did bring that up when we were talking, because he's known about that before he moved out of my mom's house. They got a divorce. It was very fun. And when I was still living with my mom, right across the driveway, she does not live in that house anymore. She got remarried. Very happy. Everybody's happy now. Yeah, he knew about Euro Truck Simulator because I showed him it, and also because he thought it was neat. And we still joke about it from time to time because he is a professional truck driver. He is his own man, which is very cool. He gets to, you know, go home when he wants, picks when he goes out. He's usually out for like a month or so, and then comes back for like a few days or a week or so. He just got some property late last year in Florida. He bought a acre or a few acres or so. I always forget how much. But it's kind of a rural part in Florida where there are like cows essentially right outside his window. Yet to visit him, but yeah. Sorry to hear that your dad is in Florida. Man, he was born in Florida. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. Now he likes the he likes the weather, and like so I was born I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I still reside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, though when I was about 7 to 9 or like 8 to 9 or so. I always forget the years because I was very young. We moved down to Florida because we kind of got fed up with some of our family up here. We moved down to Florida to be with my dad's side, because my mom's side is up here. And we moved kind of close to them. We moved twice. There was an actual house that we lived in that was very nice. We had a yard, and then we moved to an apartment complex. I believe that's the order that it went in. That place was pretty nice as well. It was a very, very nice community. Except for the time when, which I barely remember this, and I still joke about it with my sister. We were hanging out at the park. That was located in the apartment complex. I remember it just being very, very pretty, from memory. But anyway, yeah, I was playing on the swing, and I got off the swing, and then some teenagers ran me over with a bicycle. And then my sister got really mad, and I was like, no, actually, I'm fine. But, I barely remember anything about it. I think I might have blacked out very briefly. I don't know, but I was fine. It was weird. At any rate, then we started missing, we started missing our family back up here in Pennsylvania. And it was not a good time for anybody down in Florida. Not for my parents, not really for me or my sister. My sister had a friend who, for whatever reason, she remembers it, and we talked about it last Christmas when we were hanging out at my mom's. We had talked about how that happened. At any rate, her friend got mad at her, I think, for being friends with somebody else or something. They were teenagers. It was stupid. And threw my sister into a fence. The fence gashed her hand so bad that her and my mom said that you could see bone. Yeah, she still has that scar. They are not friends anymore. For obvious reasons. My mom was very upset with that girl. Her name was Roxy. Yeah, it was neat. So Florida wasn't a good time for anybody, so we moved back up to PA. Moved in with my grandparents very briefly on my mom's side. Then moved into a fun yet very shitty apartment complex. If it could tell you anything, so there was the apartment complex that wound up all the way this hill. And then if you exited our apartment building, like right across the street was a very, very big park that led down the entire way of the hill through some woods, then down to a lower park where, like, you could fish and stuff. You would not want to fish because one time me and my cousin, not Rachel, who I always talk about, me and my cousin found, I thought it was a dead dog. It was a raccoon floating on the edge. And just even aside from that, to really explain the quality of this entire area, when I went down to the park with my sister once, I saw what I thought was a balloon on the ground, and I said, "Ooh, look, a balloon," and my sister said, "Don't touch that." It was a condom. So that's how that was. At least it's not Ohio. Ohio. My friend Liz, who pops in every so often, lives in Ohio. I know some people in Ohio. I know quite a few people in Ohio. It's kind of weird. A good amount of my friends live quite close to me. You know, stayed away, but even still. Imagine moving halfway across a continent just because you have an annoyance with your family. My family, for the longest time, had a lot of infighting. Just people being mad at other people for just very stupid reasons. They've mostly made up. I say mostly just in the fact that they made up, but some of them don't really talk. There was a good while that my one aunt, Rachel's mom, didn't have much of a relationship with, like, her mother. Just because of some stupid stuff that they managed to work out finally. And, like, she's ecstatic that she can be part of, like, family gatherings now. And, like, there's no problem. Also, I definitely heard that we hit the 30 minutes of the 1 hour extended Serenity track from RE4, and I heard it just, like, dip out. So nice loop. Yeah, it's really extended when I hear the fucking loop. Thank you. Anyway, very long tangent about... I don't even remember how that even started. I guess just from... Yeah, my dad lives in Florida. Upload this to the YouTube channel. Gonna add that on. I was thinking recently, for from Jerp when you said the other day about yeah, you could upload like the stream talks at the beginning or whatever as like, you know, clips to the YubTub. And I was thinking like, like what discussions as of late could I upload that wouldn't be like too random. And the stuff from like last stream I had done, I feel like that might have been kind of all over the place, or even still, like, I don't think anybody wants to listen to how I was sick with COVID and I had a fever dream where I was in like Chris Chan's house scraping a wall, and then I threw up in the dream and thought I threw up in real life. That's also why I wrote the transcript processing tool. Anyway, I've given it more thought, so maybe it'll happen. I heard TikTok is potentially getting banned again. And then, apparently that's been like a whole, like, theater, apparently, in, Congress. I didn't really look into it too much, just that, yeah, it's getting banned again. Yup. It's potentially getting banned again, and part of the reason is because it's a Chinese-made app, and people are concerned with privacy. I really don't know the details on it. I saw it trending right before I started. I heard that it was getting potentially banned again earlier this morning. I was like, oh, alright. Something too about Jim Crow laws being instated potentially again in, I forget which state. But that was weird. I was like, okay. Only we are allowed to manipulate our own people and track their data, yes. I don't know, your info's being sold all over the place. Like, almost regardless of whatever you join or do nowadays. It's like, it's almost impossible to avoid. Facebook being a real big proponent of that. Just taking your shit, selling your shit. That's always cool. Yeah, I'm at the point with, like, Facebook where, like, Zuck is a big fuck. He's like... I think back to that court case, and then people were like, haha, yeah, haha, he's being a little funny, and the judge is a little funny because he's kind of old, haha, he doesn't understand technology. And it's like, haha, yeah, that was funny at the time, and then, like, I really looked at, like... And then, as a teenager, like, I really thought, like, but why is he in court? And I thought about it more, and I was like, man, he's not a good person. He doesn't seem like a fucking good person at all. No, he is not. People over the age of 60 shouldn't be allowed to hold positions in the government. Here's a question, actually, that I forget who I heard this conversation from recently online, but it was the opinion that people who are retired and don't work anymore should not be allowed to vote. Seeing as they don't have much of a say as, like, what's going on in the government. And there was more of a reasoning to that. I don't think I explained it too well, but to a point that it's like, I kind of thought about it, I was like, oh, you know who that was? That was Epic Name Bro. That was Marcus who brought that up. People past a certain age shouldn't be allowed to vote because I forget the exact reasoning he brought up, but it's like it was a decent point he had made. Not that like I wholly agree with it, but like I'm not. I think it's more a matter of they just don't know that's what it was. They don't know what's going on, and they get like their like news sources or whatever from like Fox, and just it doesn't help explain positions because it's so biased. And again, especially like if they're dementia ridden, then like, yeah, they're gonna vote for who? So it's like, it's a fair point, but at the same time, it's like you've had this for like the majority of your life, and then you kind of get it taken away. It's like, in a way, it's kind of taking away your rights. Then again, a lot of the political voting system is really just a big old fun theater show in its own right. All government positions should have term limits. Absolutely. They absolutely should. Should not be able to just be in Congress for all of it. Could just force everyone to vote and make it easy. The way you say that, it just makes me think, we need this baby to vote. Not that's what you mean. Policies they vote into law will at best affect them for another 20 years. Yeah. It's like, I agree on one hand. On the other hand, it's like, I don't know. It's like it's something that, like, I don't know if I, like, really care all that much about, seeing as I voted in one election. The only one that really, really mattered, which was, for the Dark Brandon, Joey Biden, and Dingle Droop, Donald Trump, who we then memed for all 4 years, and boy, he's having a fun time even outside of the office. Remember that insurrection? That was pretty cool. But he didn't do anything about it, no. He didn't do it. It's like the evidence is all over the place. There was one of my coworkers when I was a custodian for the school district. She was very, very into Trump. To the point that, like, not so much of like an apologist, but it's like he said a lot of stupid stuff, like, before he was in office. Like, a lot of just awful things, and she's the kind of person that watches Fox News. I don't have a lot of faith in people that watch Fox because they are so demonstrably biased. Like, you know, watch what you want. It's just, I've never heard a single good thing about Fox. Fox News, that is. The Simpsons is neat. I haven't watched The Simpsons, the new stuff. I don't watch Bob's Burgers. Your Family Guy's neat, I guess. But just, she would talk about how much she just loved Trump. And like, ooh, he's good, and all these people, oh, it's all fake news and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, sure, some of it is, but oh god. Isn't that Disney now? Yes, technically. Old people being dumb wouldn't matter if more people voted. Yeah, it's potentially true. As somebody that doesn't really care to vote, like, I only voted because it felt very important. It's like, we don't want Trump for another fucking 4 years. because my God, those were a very just awful 4 years. Not to say that Joey Biden, Dark Brandon, so funny, has been all that much better. Well, he's, as I described it whenever he was first elected, he, regardless of anything, he seems much more compassionate. And it's like, I'm somebody who's very in touch with, like, yes, be kind and respectful to people and just have just good feelings, good vibes. And Trump was a very just angry, just businessman. And I heard a lot of different opinions from people about, yeah, what America needs is a businessman right now to really get the economy, you know, in place and whatnot. He did some okay stuff. He did some okay stuff that I can't recall. But he certainly did a lot more just fucking terrible things. Donald Trump in his time in office. Joe Biden has had some problems as well. But it's like not to the extent of just calling out like reporters that have like, oh, I don't even want to say it because I can't even remember. Y'all know the reporter that he made fun of for having a condition. I don't even remember what it was, so that's why I don't want to say what it is. Yeah, old man versus older man, and I am still surprised that one, Trump was not assassinated in office. I am extremely surprised. And, two, I am surprised he's just not dead at this point. Not assassinated yet. Well, I mean, there's not really... If it didn't happen when he was the president, there's not much of a point now. Fucking frankly. But, yeah, I want to make it seem like, oh, he's a Democrat. Oh, he's a Democrat. No, because I'm constantly, whenever I do talk about politics on stream, I'm constantly saying that I wish we had more parties. To which then I bring up, like, China or Japan, who has, like, well, maybe not China. No, I'm thinking Japan, sorry. Not China. Not China. Japan, who has like 7 to 12 different kinds of parties. One of them being the Communist Party. Which it's like, cool. Cool that it's there. All right. It's not ever going to get voted in, but that's cool that that's there. So it's just, because like what we have right now is just, we have Republicans and we have Democrats. And then we have just the third party stuff that nobody ever talks about, and it's just all just like, brushed aside. It's never a part of any election. It's there. This dude's running as third party. They're not gonna win. They're never gonna fucking win, which is such a shame. I think Bernie Sanders would have been a very interesting president to have. I think he would have made a lot of people mad, sure. But I think he has a lot of smart ideas that particularly affect younger people. Like, he's very in touch with a younger generation. And I can respect that. And he just seems like a chill guy from, you know, what I've heard about him. But because people thought he was like a socialist because he's like free healthcare, and oh, God forbid free healthcare is a fucking thing. And because he's this like quite old man as well, yeah, sad he can be bullied easily. Because of those things, it's like there was no chance that he was ever going to win an election. But especially because of the socialism stuff. It's just, it's impossible. Because people in their minds, in America at least, I don't know about the rest of the world, but probably not so much. When people think of socialism, they immediately, like, jump to communism at its, like, very worst, and it's like, Russia isn't even communistic anymore. Well, not at all. China isn't even communistic. That's a dictatorship. That's a completely different thing. Like, communism does not really exist in its current state, as, like, people back in the 60s or, like, the 80s thought it, you know, or knew that it was. It's just, it's different. But it's like people just hold these, like, values of, like, oh, Russia is all communist, socialist, bleh, China, communist, bleh. That's all they ever talk about. It's like, there's so much more to that. There are good ideas that can come out of every little facet. Russia wasn't even socialist, and that goes to show you how much I actually remember. From history class, or just in general, how much I actually know about government and politics, which is why I don't normally talk about it. I'm mostly removed from it. I will admit when I'm wrong. That's the bottom line. I'm just gonna redeem this, take a shower, and BRB. Hey, Meg. Yes, no, I didn't shit myself. Yeah, we, how did we get into this? Oh, because we started on TikTok, and then TikTok getting banned. Missed that sound. C-bet. Reminder, too, we do have a, we have the new, on the board here. Another new one. So, you know, have that pop up. Gonna be a lot of Ashley help. Leon help. And if you want to earn those channel points, then boy, have the stream on in the background, because this is gonna be a lengthy stream. We're only an hour in, and I haven't started, which I'm actually impressed, but having a good conversation here. We're not going to do 2 hours, though. We're not going to go to 2 hours. I'm probably going to start here shortly. Capcom invents Uncharted. Yeah, that was already 6. Hey, Mikola, how you doing? How many parties are in Germany? Out of curiosity. That is actually something I think about now. Having too many parties. I guess that would make for a really long ballot list. How would that actually be a problem? Having too many parties. Thank you for translating automatically. Okay, so I'm seeing, yeah, parties and electoral associations in parliaments, and then there's a list of, how many is that? 19. Citizens in Anger. Citizens in Anger is the last one. Yeah, that sounds about right. Citizens in Anger. And then there is about parties with electoral turnout. The list is about like 5 to 6 scrolls long, if that says anything. First table is parties that are currently in Parliament. Second is parties that actually get votes. Okay. Citizens soy facing. Citizens in Anger. It's great. Mary 6 remake is gonna look like Vanquish at this point. Dude, I'm fucking there for it. Hell yeah. Germany has a bunch, but most don't have power since the last time that was a problem. It led to an unstable government. Yeah, you don't say. Yeah, I find talking about different kinds of government, I find that interesting, even if I'm not like super knowledgeable on it. Like I always mention when it comes to, you know, government and politics, and especially parties, I always mention Japan because I just think it's such a neat fact that they have so many parties, but like the rest of the world has that too. It's just it's just something I heard from initially. We currently have a 3-party leading government. Interesting. Yeah, if you want to talk, like, very specific stuff, I'm not the guy to talk about it. All I know is I have feelings. Treat everybody equally. Let people live. Let people make an actual, you know, good amount of money. That'd be cool. So they could live. $7.50 an hour, or $7.25 an hour. Yeah, $7.25 is the minimum wage in the US, which is insane. That's not a lot of places still have it, but there are quite a lot of places that still have it, which is redundant, but you get what I mean. Poggers, 2-party system. Yeah, except for the people who are less equal than others. Yeah, yeah. I'd say we can't forget those, but we always forget those. 500 representatives in one room. Good God. Parts of the US are now like straight up fascist states, which is wild to me. I'm sure anybody else in this chat could probably tell you more specifically. There's a lot of fascist apologies that are not, excuse me, that are not great. You know, yeah, Florida's a good example. Yeah, Florida is super fucked, infringing on rights left and right. There is a lot of women's rights that are being, and trying to be, just super fucking violated all over the goddamn place. You guys have fucking child labor? No, but it's cool though. It's cool. Get them in early. And then they can be part of the system. Another cog in the system, dude. Get them working when they're 2 years old. Throw all those children's bodies into the gears. Let them lose limbs. They'll come back. They'll keep working. Texas is also fucked. Ohio is also quite fucked as well. There was, and I think is, and I think I went through. My friend Liz brought this up. I don't remember the specifics on it. But it was something akin to if a woman has a fucked up thing with their uterus, and like something gets stuck. I'm very sorry, I do not remember what exactly it was. If they have a bad thing happen and a thing gets stuck, they can't have the thing, the surgery to do the thing, so they'll just let them die. And also doctors have to report that they're trying to get a thing done. I really forget exactly what it was, but it was very fucked. Yeah, a lot of that's going on in a lot of these just really fucked up states where like just infringing on women's rights is like becoming such a norm. Ectopic pregnancies and whatnot, was that what it was? Always been in the mind that the US, due to their young age of existing, is just like, you know, 300 years behind Europe in some way. The US is behind in a lot of things. We are the leading country of the world. However many quotations you want to fucking add in there. But we are just behind on so much other shit. It's fucking laughable. Taxes, for one thing. The government already knows what your taxes are, yet we have to, you know, actually fill them out ourselves, which is just a whole lobbying scheme, apparently, with, you know, all, like, H&R Block and, like, TurboTax. Because we have to pay somebody to do our taxes for us when the government already knows what our taxes are. That's fucked. And like everywhere else, like they know what you make. I mean, the US government already knows what you make, but they know what you make. They just, it's much smoother. Like hearing about like Australia's tax system, it's like, wow, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I hate that I have to fill things out. Yeah, also no tips and spoilers, by the way. Don't do it. And then, of course, there's also, as I spoke about earlier, the whole shtick of free healthcare. No, but it's a socialist idea. It'll probably never happen in America unless there's, like, some drastic change. And it's like, oh, well, you know, if you don't like America so much, why don't you move somewhere else? Because it's just, there's always stuff that's just shit of anywhere that you go. And it's like, you take the good that you can, and you try to roll through the bad stuff as much as you can. To a full accountant, no. Yeah, the dating sim that could do your taxes that was removed from Steam like yesterday. I didn't know it was on Steam. I didn't know it was removed. I very briefly saw a tweet about it and was like, okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but okay. It was all, it was most likely removed because it asked for personal info. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, California isn't that great either. What about Newsom? I'm not familiar. I can see right now that you would handle Killer 7 very well. You really want me to play Killer 7? You've brought like, oh, like, hey, I'm asking for a game, or like, I'm not asking for a game at all. Hey Mal, I'll play Killer 7. I'll try Killer 7 out at some point. It's just, it's not interesting to me at this current moment, but considering that even probably at this point, Killer 7 do my taxes. Fucking stick that on the fridge. That's a quote. Oh, Killer 7 do my taxes. Yeah, when's God Hand? When's God Hand gonna settle my medical bills? That's great. Also, it's officially been an hour that Serenity has looped. Oh, man. Anyway, considering that, good question. Considering that, Killer 7, I actually have no idea if they changed the name in the remake. I don't want to know. I'll find that out, but I do know it's in the game. The Magnum handgun is still in the game. I am curious if Killer 7, the name, is still in the remake. I feel like it's probably not, but it would be really cool if it was. Though I heard the Broken Butterfly doesn't have the same reload animation, which makes sense because, you know, you had to stand still for the reload and, you know, when you aimed and shot and whatnot, but, yeah, I heard people be sad about that. I did hear some stuff about the RE4 remake, a few things that were taken out that is, kind of sad. Very quick, minor spoilers, I guess, for the RE4 remake, that I'll just come out with and just say immediately. U3 It is apparently gone. I like that boss quite a bit. Not my favorite boss, but I liked it quite a bit. Not to mention, you miss out on, oh, I know, why don't I introduce you to It? It should keep you busy. Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps. Oh, enjoy the fun. That whole exchange, very sad about that. I don't know how many codec calls there are. I want to know if they kept the merchant lines. The merchant has such a personality now. Yeah, they kept the lines. It's obviously, it's not Paul Mercier, which was the original voice actor for Leon, just doing a pirate accent, as he described what it was. It's literally a pirate accent is what the original one was. Somebody was saying that he seems more like Kiwian. He sounds more Kiwian. Brain surgeon named Godhand. Sorry, I'm falling behind. We've moved on from politics. We're talking about RE4 remake stuff again. That means we're gonna play it soon. I swear. So yeah, U3 It isn't in the game. I messaged Rachel about this earlier this morning before she went to work at good old 4:20 in the morning. God, I don't miss doing that at all. Yeah, U3 It are gone. The laser room is gone. Probably because they didn't want so much of a relation to the movie, but it's such an iconic part that it's super fucked. And the right hand comes offline isn't there, which is also like a very famous line. That is to say, for what they have cut out, they've added more stuff in to the point that people are saying the game is like 20 hours long as opposed to like 15, and like RE4 was already a really fucking long game. Like, so it'll be interesting. I'm wondering if my opinion will be that it will drag on for too long. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna love it all the same. I've barely heard anybody talk about the island and show anything about the island because, you know, it's late game spoiler stuff, but they have apparently, Capcom have gone above and beyond in like that whole island section, the last part of the game, last third, is like, it is really, really good now. Leon does a funny Michael Jackson dance. No, you're thinking of the time that Resident Evil 4 just ended up becoming Devil May Cry, and then they made like 5 games, and then like a couple anime or so, and some books, and then that happened in 5. You guys watch the RE4 anime? Do you mean the CGI movies? What is the RE4 anime? Dude, who's ready for Death Island? Oh no. No, I guess I'm not familiar with the RE4 anime, or at least I don't remember it. I don't know how long you can I don't know how you can edge this long without jumping in. I am so good at ranting. Oh, wait, like that. Inspired by Hayao Miyazaki. You know, we should watch these, to be fair, for those who haven't seen them. We're gonna watch them. I didn't get the impression that these were based on, like, Studio Ghibli at all. They made like 4 episodes. They made 3. I don't think they made 4. I'm kind of surprised they didn't. I said to myself, oh, they're probably going to make 4. I haven't seen a 4th. God damn it. Mikola, I thought you were being helpful. No thanks, bro. Yeah, we should absolutely watch these before we do anything. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at these. And then I guess I'll take a bathroom break. Yes, I thought I played the thing already. I was like, how did that happen? Hang on. Alright. I gotta move this. I still need to do something with this to make this more visible, because it's not visible at all on a white background. Chat, where do you want to be? Do you want to be down here, or do you want to be, or do you want to be, like, over here? Where you originally were? Where do you want to be? Let me know. Left or right? Chat, left or right? Can't read anything on the right? Alright, well. You know, things happen, things change. Alright, how's that look now? Can you read that? Who said you could start? Salad. Alright. They made a $3 DLC to switch the soundtrack back to the OG. Yeah, that comes with the deluxe. I actually did not realize that until this week that was included. I tested it. They have the sound effects. Frankly, I want the mod that just gives me the sound effects, the original sound effects, and like doesn't change the music. Like that's fine. They also said some sound effects, so like I don't know if it's just like the inventory and like menu noises. It's definitely not like the guns. The guns still sound like the remake. Anyway, yeah, if you are not familiar, Capcom made somebody make these very, very funny anime cutesy Resident Evil 4 little like ads. So that's neat. Also, by the way, that Leon help redeem in the channel points, that is available. I set it to every 2 minutes. I don't know how much that'll be played. It might get annoying at a point. We'll see. Normally I set this for like 15 or like 10 minutes or so. I've already watched all these, by the way. Oh, I can't wait to point out something with this here. I find so fucking funny. So what's so great about that is, like, obviously they're Japanese. Listen to how she says that. She's like, like, the line in the game, in the actual Spanish, is ahí está. Because they just sound, they're fucking Japanese, they just sound like they're mimicking the noise. Like they don't know the line, they just heard the line and they're like just mimicking it. Like that is not how you say that. And that's un forastero, the foreigner, the outsider. It's so good. I was cackling when I first watched this. I was like, my God. This is just what Leon is able to make out. Yeah, he suffered so much trauma. He suffered so much trauma. This is all he sees now. Why do they have two launch trailers? Do they have two different launch trailers? No, it's the same launch trailer. One of them doesn't have subtitles? Maybe? That's weird. Meet the Pyro. Yeah, so I don't think there's 4. There should be 4. Also, they always start at 3060p. Never in 1080p. One for PC, one for console. That wouldn't make sense. Well, it's from the same channel. And like I could see, like, it looked like there wasn't subtitles, like in the preview, like right here, and then right here you can probably see just like a little bit, like right there. It's weird. Garrador has very nice teeth, by the way. I was so close to making this a better Twitch TV emote. And I was so close to... Yeah, that. I was so close to making that an animated emote, but I don't really know how to work with GIFs too well. The peanut butter. So I didn't do that. Yeah, so we just have that. Every 2 minutes! But I'm wondering if these are the Japanese voice actors. I have no idea. I feel like maybe not, but at the same time, they could be. Yo, arigato. Chat, that's you. Chat, that's you. That's you right there. That's me. Saitama face. Alright, then one more. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Change it to fucking 1080p, goddammit. Last of Us 2 punched him. It was really good. And then the fucking sex scene was a template for that. Speaking of, by the way, speaking of. What a little silly game. The dogs. Oh, it's so good. It is exactly like how it is exactly like how Resident Evil Village had the puppet theater. Those things were fucking great. Leon, help! Old man, I know. I was like, hey, that's going a little bit too far. But the tone in which Leon says it, it's like, oh, geez, son. It's like, oh, he's still being respectful. It's the san part that's the respectful part of it. In Japanese, it makes sense. In English, it's just, hey, old man! And then Ashley's like, hey, build us a vehicle! Anyway, it's been an hour and a half. I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go since yesterday. Yeah, let me go to the bathroom, get a drink again, fill up the water. Should get like a really... No, because if I got a really big water bottle, I'd be missing a lot of stuff. Yeah, it is your bed. How dare you? How could you? Can't believe you. I'm not trusting of Serenity, so let me switch off of this. Because I think in the past, Serenity got VOD muted because of, or if not Serenity, it was To Babel and Brook, which is the sample of Serenity. I'll just throw up the save music real quick. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, give me just a couple minutes, and I will be right back, and we're going to go ahead and start RE4. Thanks y'all so much for hanging out in the conversations and whatnot. Always very much appreciated. Yeah, I didn't expect to get into a bunch of random shit like that, but hey, always happy to have conversations like that on stream. There will be more, I'm sure. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for your patience, y'all. I appreciate it. Okay. Also, Mag was right. I did shitted. Wasn't sure if I have to, but I did. I just wanted to make sure I shared that with you all. Anyway, let's play some Resident Evil 4. Also, yeah, I might take you up on the GIF stuff, Jerp, at some point. I appreciate that. Thanks. The GIF peanut butter. Always could use some peanut butter. I'm still kind of laughing internally. I don't know how you can edge this long without just jumping in easily for hours, apparently. The GIF. GIF people. Alright, so I upgraded my computer to a 3070, upgraded from 32 gigabytes of RAM to 64 gigabytes of RAM, all for the purpose in which I could stream the RE4 remake. So this is how important it is to me. From my tests the other day with the demo on stream, it seems pretty fine. I'm not sure how like later it'll be, but I will adjust things as need be. Did you see the new outro video? No, I hadn't. Yeah, that's probably from the patch notes that I edited. No, I'll have to check that out later. You do have XMP enabled. What is XMP? I'm not sure. I think you tweak it up more. It's already in decent shape, at least. Tried enabling XMP earlier, and the resets he moves. Extreme memory profile 420 blaze it. Yeah, I have no idea. What speed is your RAM? Why is everybody lulling? Why is everybody just being Barlowed? Why is everybody lulling? What speed is your RAM? It's 64 gigabytes of RAM. It's a memory. Oh, it's fine now. Yeah, but what speed is it? I don't know. What would that be in that case then? Do you mean the DDR? The Dance Dance Revolution? Is that what you mean? What speed is it running right now? How much memory? You mean how much memory is it got? Look, I know some stuff about computers, but... Look, it is fine. It does stream fine. If like there's any concern about that. Because I was testing the demo and it was pretty good. Man bought expensive RAM and is gimping it because he doesn't know about XMP. Is it like overclocking? Because like I don't know. So don't laugh at me. Stop laughing. I don't know. Don't laugh at the people who don't have the knowledge. It's not really overclocking. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with XMP. Is that like something that you just switch? And you're like, and you're asking what is the speed? I don't know what the speed is. Go to memory, in Task Manager at the bottom. It should tell you your current speed. Would that just be performance then? Because my memory is 33%, 21.3. I have 63.9. If that's what you mean. Thank you. Let me see. Make a speed joke, but I can't remember how to spell plaid. Or Plythe. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for exactly. I see the thing that you had sent. Yeah, performance tab. I'm on performance tab. Oh wait, sorry, I got you. No, yeah, I'm usually on the CPU tab. That's why, and I just scroll down and I look at the numbers from there. Yeah, at the bottom of the graph. Okay. The speed is 2,133. 2133 megahertz. You do not have XMP enabled. How much of a difference does that make then? And are there like drawbacks that I should be concerned about? Yeah, I've never heard about XMP before. I'm so very glad that I... Granted, I wouldn't know if it wasn't mentioned, but... Can make a difference in some situations. It can be up to 10 or even 20 FPS in some games. Depends on how fast your RAM actually is. Is it just like a toggle in like a Windows setting? Or is that like through... No, it wouldn't be through BIOS. No. I don't think. It's in the BIOS. Is that something I should actually restart the stream for? Probably fine to do it next time around. If it's an Unless this runs like complete ass now. It shouldn't. Yeah, this, just from... Granted, I didn't test it with, like, and do, like, a, bandwidth test. Not that that's exactly a good comparison to actually, you know, streaming. But... No, it should be... It runs like the demo. And I've set everything... All my settings are set up to the demo stuff. For 800 megahertz is lowest for DDR5. Oh, for a JERP. Yeah, I have DDR4. Is what that is. Right, what I have is DDR4. Yeah, DDR4. It's yeah, it's this specifically. In before somebody's gonna say, oh, that's the bad RAM. You bought the bad RAM. Yeah, well, it fucking changed my system completely. That's good shit. Good. Good. Nobody say it's bad. It's good shit, but it could be better. Is it identical to what was in your system before? Yes, because I had the same kind of package, but it was for 32 gigabytes, and that's sitting on the counter right now. Yeah, that's identical. Yeah, I'll have to look up XMP later, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, I'll check it out. One you linked is 3600 megahertz, which is actually quite fast. Yeah, I wasn't aware. Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, not aware that was a thing. I'll have to look into XMP later. Also, look, it's been an hour and 50 minutes, and, well, he's in the game. The game is playing. Just the game hasn't actually started. Also, hey, Gree. Nice of you to pop in. Nice of you to pop in for the stream in which Malistrom is going to be happy. It's nice to see Malistrom when he's happy. Because when he plays games otherwise, he's mad and upset. He hates it. If you have an AMD CPU, it will make a pretty big difference. With Intel system, it doesn't make as much of a difference. Yeah, it is an Intel. It's i9. I was here for the RE3 remake. I gotta be here for this moment. Yeah, I'm glad you are. Yeah, we're basically just starting, so you haven't missed anything, so don't worry. Yeah, I am quite excited. It'll be a good question. Gotta work just in time then. Nice. Fucking nice. And on a Friday. Here we fucking go. Okay, so I have a complaint about the controls. Yeah, because I never really explained my time with the demo too much. I just said, yeah, this last stream that I really liked it. Yeah, it's, no tips or spoilers, by the way. Don't do it. E to crouch. I know, right? Well, I'm playing with a controller, so... That won't be a problem. I'm so tired of just seeing people playing on PC and using mouse and keyboard, and it just so jittery looking. Oh my god. I can adjust the graphics settings in the graphics menu? Okay, that I did not know. Thank you. But, quick turn, I have a problem with every single one of these. So L3 to run, you cannot unbind that at all. But R1 is also the run, which is my preferred button because that plays similar to like the RE2 and R3 remake. There's kind of a scheme for people who played for people who are accustomed to the Resident Evil series, and then people who played the original Resident Evil 4. But it's like, I don't remember R1 being reload. Does anybody else remember R1 being reload? Because I don't. And L2 definitely was not to aim the weapon. So that's why I did not choose that. X to run, yeah, that's about right, though. But yeah, you cannot unbind this at all. And whenever you hit L3 to quick turn, which is you hold back on the left stick and then hit L3. When you do that, it toggles you into a run, which sucks. With crouch being the quick turn button, I thought, well, how often is it that I'm going to see an enemy, am going to crouch down, and then back up cautiously at the same time? The answer is 100% of the time, so I can't use that. Off doesn't sound like a good idea. And then R1 to run sounds fucking awful because the game has full control. You're able to run backwards while still facing the camera. So that's not going to work. So we get to do the toggle run. Yeah, no, it's not so much a... Well, on controller, you can't rebind shit unless, like, you use Steam Overlay, which I don't... It just seems like more of a headache, if anything. But even then, it's like, I don't think I can turn off... I don't think I can turn off a function of a button through Steam Overlay in this way. But, like, everything else is fine, but that's always been just utter frustration that I've had. Where it's like, yeah, you can't rebind the thing. I mentioned last stream, if I recall right, Samurai Warriors 4-2 is the greatest offender of rebinding any fucking buttons. Because they have, like, certain keys that do certain things. You go over it and you're like, oh, I want to change this. You cannot change. You cannot rebind this key. Koei Tecmo are notoriously fucking awful at PC ports. Neo 2 was an outlier. I didn't hear all that bad things about Attack on Titan. But... Wo Long, I've heard bad things about for the PC port. Like, unplayable to a point. This is why I like my Steam controller. Do you use this Steam controller, bro? Yo! I got one of those! I bought it really cheap when they were like, yeah, we're not going to be selling this anymore. And then I think that was a lie. But I wanted one, because it's like, I mean, look at this fucking thing. Look how weird this thing is. It's got one stick. Like, what is this? I have yet to use this. I bought it for 50 cents, yeah. I've yet to use this with any game. It's got, you know, back buttons. It's got really weird giant R1 buttons. It's got the trigger. It's got a touchpad that's also a... Yep, a push-in button. You have the D-pad thing. I don't know. You have the buttons down here, which is really weird. Like this feels weird. This feels really weird. I'm pretty sure this controls the camera, the trackpad here, and I guess this here is just the D-pad, but it's enlarged. This is a really fucking awkward controller. That's why it stays in the drawer and we never touch it. I considered many times doing a Resident Evil 4 OG run with the Steam controller because, yeah, that would be fucking weird. That would be a challenge in of itself. Christ's sake. Colleague had the game downloaded. Yeah, there was no pre-download, by the way. That was weird. For a AAA game, there was no pre-download. Has been waiting all night to play. Turns out he stayed an extra 4 hours at work when he could have gone home. They were upset. Oh. I mean, so long as he got paid for that, I guess. To be fair, I've had the opportunity to play this since midnight last night. And I decided to actually do that same thing. It took on almost 5 hours of extra work. The expedited work, it pays good. But if you like to see all my gram fix settings, here's our gram fix settings. We got the 2560 by 1440. We got the borderless window. Though I hear from people that the full screen, in general, in games, the full screen might run better. Might get more FPS. Is that really much of a difference between full screen and borderless? I like alt tabbing. I alt tab a lot. I have 4 monitors for a fucking reason. You get the V-Sync. We always have the V-Sync on. I do not generally care for high FPS. 60 is enough. 60 is fine. Ray tracing seems... I haven't heard bad things about the ray tracing, you know, like in comparison to Elden Ring getting ray tracing, and it's like that. I go to Altus Plateau, and my FPS goes from like 34 to 40. You know, from the usual 60 that it has. Yeah, I didn't have either of these on because it just looked like it made it blurrier. So I'm not about that. Image quality is 90 because I feel like that's the... There was a part in the village in the demo that I was fucking around with after I killed all of the villagers and there was no bell because of a script. 90 seemed like the sweet spot, at least when I wasn't streaming. Yeah, it's like between that pyre on the right and then looking towards the building on the right there with the boxes where the cow is. It's like standing back towards near the bell tower there and like looking that way. There was some weird just FPS loss. So 90 seems like the sweet spot. And there's no like quality loss there as opposed to you go down to 70 and it's like you can clearly see that. So 90. Nobody plays interlaced. You want a fucking CRT TV? And even then, interlaced? Who's that for? We got the FX and the TTA. Yeah, we got 1 gigabyte because that's a sweet spot. Texture filtering made like hardly 0 difference. If there's a problem, I'll turn it down a little bit, but there was like no FPS change. And max, mid, because it still looks really good regardless. The shadow caching and the contact shadows and the fidelity FX and the cacao and the high volumetric light because yeah, particles. Yeah, the particles might be it might be a problem later, but there's no change with the memory there for the GPU, so FXA is ass and should be avoided at all costs, but it's the best setting. Look, it's the best setting. And it's fast. The F is for fast. Yeah, they just have TAA. FXAA resolves jagged edges by simply blurring the entire image. It's like barely noticeable is the thing. Like off, it's extremely noticeable. You're percolating volume, yeah. Bloom, I'm fine with bloom. Bloom is fine. I have heard everybody talk on and on about these hair strands. Everybody's like, turn the hair strands to high. It's extremely important you turn the hair strands to high. And then graphic dismemberment, they just get rid of the arm. The arm just disappears. It still comes off, but it just disappears. We got lots of corpses, which I will not get used to at any point. I am so used to the enemies just dissolving into a little pool of blood. If there's too many enemies, they'll dissolve into a pool of, like, black goop. I could tell from the demo when I killed too many people. Corpse physics. Do you want your corpses to be inside of each other or on top of each other? Those are your options. Diverse enemy animations. Do you want them to do a dance or not? Motion blur, no fucking thank you. I hate motion blur. High quality rain. There was apparently a day one patch for this. Because a lot of people are having problems with the rain just looking kind of weird. Terrain. Yeah, we got terrain on. Destructible environments, lens flare. Lens distortion, though. Fuck that. I hate chromatic aberration. No. Depth of field, because looks better in cinematics and stuff, and I'm fine with it. Sometimes I like depth of field, sometimes I don't. It just depends. And other things that who cares. And I'm playing in English, and we got subtitles. I may turn, well, I probably won't turn the subtitles off. Okay. Okay, somebody just had the fucking closed captions on. Okay, I was concerned about that. I was like, I don't want to hear thump upstairs as part of my subtitles. I'm fine with, you know, speaking dialogue be a thing, but also, a little sad. They have a speaker name color, but they don't have it per character. So, like, Leon's red and Ashley's orange. It's just all one color. I like when they do that in games. Not that I need it, but I like it. So those are all the settings, now 2 hours in. They have a lot of extra content. They have a lot of equipable things. Yeah, I got one achievement last night just testing. I parried with the knife. That was it. My first achievement is I parried with the knife. Like a gamer. I perfect parried. Because I got really good. I got really good at the demo. Especially for this VOD, to remind everybody, I played a 20-minute demo for 6 hours. I enjoyed it so much. And I modded it to the point that there was a kill limit with the enemies before the bell would ring in the village. Or there's just a time limit before the bell rings. There is a script on Nexus that just removes that. So that's cool. I like they have all these little like models. Like little action figures. Let's take a little bit of time to appreciate all of these costumes here. Also, they have voices.
We will beat this. We will beat this. We will beat this. We will beat this. We will beat this.
We will beat this. We're gonna beat the game.
We will beat this. We will beat this. We will beat this.
Oh, that's the Killer 7 right there, actually. I'm not seeing the name on the side. That's a little worrying. The Killer 7, the original one, had the name on the side of it. It looked a lot more brown, too. When it gets to a point, I'm definitely going to install mods after my first playthrough for some things.
I'm gonna get you home safe.
I do not understand a lot of these costumes.
I'm gonna get you home safe. I'm gonna get you home safe.
A lot of these look just really weird.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego.
And in this one, Leon just looks like the fucking Crow or something.
Try using knives next time.
Try using knives next time. And look, it's his original knife.
Try using knives next time. Try using knives next time. Try using knives next time.
Him with like the little bit of like beard, facial hair. Oh my god. Leon the Hedgehog, yeah. Chromatic aberration, aka something that photographers and cinematographers do their fucking hardest to not have in video game designers. It's like rainbow. He was a skater boy. Yeah. Dude, I barely moved this. Oh my god. I'm just moving it like this. I thought that was the camera. I didn't realize it moved the whole model. Jiggle physics are in full play here, ladies and gentlemen. I love them. I love the jiggle physics. This is casual, by the way. This is actually casual, apparently. This is a very funny costume. I really like the pants on this outfit. This is all good, honestly, except for the hair.
Hey, we're a team, right? Hey, we're a team, right?
Oh, you bet. And that's it. Let's see. Yeah, you got the extra stuffs. Little sad you can't just equip costumes in game anymore. You have to go back out to the menu, which kind of sucks. When you do beat the game, though, you can just play as Coat Leon, which is something I completely expected, so that's cool. But yeah, you got hero, villain, casual, romantic. These are DLC related things I got with the deluxe edition. There's a lot of accessories. There's a chicken hat apparently, but you can put Leon in sunglasses, sporty. They're not great sunglasses. I need more eye covering sunglasses. Like you can see his eyes. They just look like glasses. They don't look that good. You can see here Ashley. She was actually hiding the whole time her original costume. She looks like she has what is it? A skort. She looks like she has a skort. They keep doing that. That's going to be modded immediately. I may or may not get that mod. It's fucking casual. And in the filters, they look awful in-game. There's a line for the hero one that just moves across the screen. Make it look like old film. And the villain one, that little goopy stuff on the side here, on the left and right, that moves all the time, up and down. And then the original sound effects. You can, So, like, that's a feel good. But it changes the music, too, so, like, I'm not super sure about it. And the last save was just an autosave. Wow. Tell you what. I gotta pee again because I drink water a lot, and that's important. Stay hydrated. I'm gonna grab a little bit more water, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Give me like 1 minute. I will be right back, and we will go ahead and start finally. All right. Yeah, past this point, I'm probably not going to be getting up too much. And then I'm going to say probably like 5 times, oh, I need water, and then not get up for like another 3 hours. All right, let's check out these game modes. Is Mel a hardcore gamer? Oh, yeah, you bet. Assisted for players who are unfamiliar with action games. Aim assist is active. Pathetic. Create more ammo when crafting. Recover some health automatically when in danger. Lower prices for certain items. What was that model viewer thing? That was... just for like the enemies and costumes, weapons, treasures. As the C-Bat plays.
We will beat this. We will beat this.
I'll adjust volume when we actually get started. Because I'm sure it's quite low for me with that, so. Yeah, fancy, wow. Yeah, speaking of fancy, did you see these pants? Look at these pants. Look how fancy those pants are. Those are fancy pants. Well detailed. Fancy pants. Anyway. Yeah, I'll adjust it. I'm not sure at this point, as we aren't actually in game, how much to adjust it. Probably quite a bit. Standard for players who have not played Resident Evil 4 2005. Game mode can be changed to assisted at game over. Easy mode is now unlockable. And hardcore, there is a professional. I don't know if it goes above that. Professional unlocks when you beat the game. For players who have played Resident Evil 4 2005, which is such a bait, I've heard this is actually quite hard. So I make no promises that I won't die. I probably will. I'm probably going to use the first aid spray as well. My promise is, as it usually is for the other, streams for RE4, it's whenever I start, I'm like, and I promise I will never use a first aid spray through the entire playthrough, and I never do. And I sit in my inventory and I laugh about it. And I'm like, look at all my shit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use the first aid spray because first playthrough. For players who have played Resident Evil 4 2005, stronger enemies and harder challenges. Yeah, it's gonna be weird getting used to enemies not staggering immediately from one headshot or one shot to the knee. Higher prices for certain items, which okay. Someone thought chalkboard was a good material for cloth. It's fancy. It's a fancy chalkboard. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a hardcore because I have played Resident Evil 4 2005, and I've beaten it over 20 sometimes. Oh, here's a question, by the way. I meant to pose earlier. Do y'all want me on screen during cutscenes or no? Because this has always been something that I'm not super sure if I want to be like intrusive with the cutscenes or not. But at the same time, people like the reactions. Like, I'll still be vocal about it, but if you would like to see my face reacting to cutscenes, you know, there's that as well. If anybody has any preference towards that. Speak now or forever hold your piss. Was gonna say I want to see Smiley Mala when he is happy with the cutscene. Okay then. Yeah, I used to do that for more of a cinematic, just, you know, let it play out so I'm not interrupting anything. Because like excessive profanity does that, and like, yeah, I get it. But you're at the same time, you're like, he's like sitting there and like, ooh, there's a cutscene, and it plays for like 2 seconds, and it's not a cutscene, and he comes back, and it's like, well, that was pointless. He slowly fades back in. Versus Peeves' brother, Beeb, who streams, he's like, yeah, I hate it when people dip out. And like, I want to see your reaction to like a cutscene. If I want to see the cutscene, I will go watch a silent playthrough. That is fair. Since I only went to bed from 7 a.m. to 10:30, I'm gonna go lay down. Okay. Yeah, and enjoy your rest, Chirp. Maybe I will see you later. Be streaming a while. Alright, let's fucking start. We're starting the game. After 2 hours, 19 minutes. And I said it was going to be 2 hours. The expanded treasure map has been applied. You can turn this off. You get extra treasure. And it's only available with this map. It's fine. And I'd probably use it on future runs anyway, so whatever. Rip Bozo. I love that's how the game starts.
September 30th, 1998.
I'll never forget it.
I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could
Seeing
just
Krauser
forget what
there.
happened that night, the pain, even for a second.
Arvin.
This time,
Kendo.
it can be different.
Ader.
It has to.
Watching the audio level, make sure it doesn't go past the orange.
So tell me, Yankee, why did you come to this horrible place? As close to nowhere that I've ever seen.
He's not.
Just say, looking for someone.
He's not cowboy. He's Yankee now.
Important, huh? The chief gave the orders himself. Help him, he said.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows. Maybe you did.
Like how much
I have a strange sense of humor. let you in on
How much older they made
just between us.
Ernie here.
People have gone missing around here.
Bert looks a lot
It's
younger.
been that way for a while now.
Well then, should be just another day in the office, right?
I mean, last week there was a search for some missing hikers.
I'm sure you'll do your best to help me.
I think this is it. Nature calls, huh? I'll be right back.
Well, if this is it, then why doesn't
Qué frío.
we don't get out of the car?
It's freezing, so cold all of a sudden.
For some reason, game audio is really quiet, but the voice isn't on my TV at least. I'll turn up a little more.
Vaya sitio más tétrico.
Yeah, as we go along, let me know how the audio
Hey, ¿hay alguien ahí?
sounds. It'll get quite loud eventually. So I'll probably have to adjust it here and there. Horror games be like that after all.
He sure is taking his time. Did he fall in? Maybe you better go and take a look. I'll watch the car. Wouldn't want to get a parking ticket.
So much for helping me.
Right. Parking tickets. Good luck. I just want to hear them talk. Can you really not hear them? See what's taking so long. Yeah, so Bert here was not in the car in the demo. Yeah, all the audio is set to max. Those filters, by the way, real quick. Yeah, that's what that looks like. I don't like. Do people just want to use this or these for like pictures in like the photo mode? But like, there's already like there's filters in here. I don't know. And then this is the villain one. Yeah. Why would anybody play the game like this? Just awful. Yeah, sure is spoopy with all the poop running down the sides there. I love it. You can equip accessories at least from the menu, but yeah, here's Leon with the sunglasses, which, yeah, they need to be darker. Yeah, never a fan of these like sporty, like plastic fucking looking sunglasses. Just eh. That's what mods are for. But how are you looking? How are we sounding? Do we look good, sound good? I know it's you know, still probably quiet because I haven't shot anything yet, but I'm getting 60 consistently right now. I have I don't know if that's visible. No, that's not visible. Top right corner where I am, right there. I've been having the FPS up. Yeah, I'm going to try to take my time. I've heard it all so far. I am normally awful. It's much more of a secluded area compared to the original game. Ugh, fucking branches. Ugh. Oh, I just went back. Okay, now I'm speedrunning. Oh, the sign reads Village. Pueblo. Lost already. Well, it's the woods. That's the Los Illuminados symbol right there on that face statue. Yeah, it looks like it. Random way to ruin a statue, but alright. Yeah, I've ran through this beginning sequence to get to the village so many fucking times at this point. Through the demo.
How far could he have gone?
Just you wait, crows. You lucky I don't have any flash grenades, or oh boy, I'd be looting all your bodies for all the pesetas. I've yet to see a crow that has a grenade, though. They do have gunpowder, however. So they potentially might still be terrorists. Nice deer. Ugh. Adjusting myself. Ew. Yeah, that's something different I noticed as well from the demo. There wasn't that light from the window, from that lantern that reflects on the puddle right there. That wasn't there previously. Also, by the way, just so you don't forget, look. Wearing my Resident Evil 4 shirt. FYI. Leon's just casually about to die to Salvador. You know, but you gotta pose. You gotta pose. People were complaining, looking at these barrels, people were complaining about how much yellow there is to signify there's a thing, or break a thing, or do a thing here. People are like, there's too much yellow. Oh, it's so unimmersive. Motherfucker, this is a game where you suplex dudes for no reason. There is no reason Leon needs to suplex anybody in this game, but you can. And there is hardly a reason he needs to fulfill requests such as kill rats. I think that's your first one you can get from the merchant. There's like little side quests you can do, which is more of a reason to backtrack. Oh my god, I am so excited to get past the village and do something else. See anything else aside from past the village in that initial part.
Anyone home?
Yeah, don't knock or anything. Hey, it's that lake. Getting a phone call, apparently. From a random-ass number. Not on your fucking life. Also, an ad for Pandora. No. I don't even use Spotify. Much at all. Actually, I haven't used Spotify in a very long time. I don't like the prospect of, here's a playlist of random music, and if you want to listen to music you actually want to listen to, or skip songs, and you gotta pay premium for that. It's just like, even then, most of the stuff I listen to is like video game soundtracks or like really old Japanese music, like jazz and city pop. Juicio. Crude charm. Judgment is nigh. Seems like it's written along all the rest of it. Possibly. Maybe. Just cracked my neck. Ew. Ew, I didn't know. Ew. Ew, that's like a bunch of fucking flies. Ew, that's gross. That bed just textured. Ew. Ew, and then oh, it's like out of focus. That's weird. Ew. Yeah, before it was like a pretty normal house. This is like, yeah, shit's going on in here. They put an X here to signify that this is this becomes a magical door later. You'll see. Hey, it's that lake. And at some point there will be a YouTube video saying, and here's what this says. Here's the fun facts. I like the little camera sway here as opposed to like in the Area 2 remake. It's like when you go to board up the windows, it's like completely still. There's a little motion to it. This is a weird menu though. Hasta el fin. That's it. That's the end. Smut scene.
Sorry to barge in like this.
Here he's talking about like the sinners must be purged or killed or whatever.
Felicia. Vino aquí?
I like he actually speaks some Spanish here as opposed to just walking to a guy's house speaking full English. Oh no, Ernie! Is it the other way around? Yeah, I bet that was loud, huh? Was that loud?
This is not good.
Yeah, I bet you're regretting that I had the volume up that loud, huh? Let me know. At least he's not a zombie. Kind of.
Man, that stinks.
Looks like some hair in it. A lot of hair. As opposed to before, you could see, like, bones in the fire. I'm fine. That's good. I'm glad you're fine. Also, take these herbs. These are clearly herbs. Take these herbs, Leo. Bunny gut. Officer's badge, National Police Corps, Mario Fernandez Castano. Police officer. They have these in all the RE games, the remakes, 2 and 3 anyway. They have this, and then no, they have it in 7 and Village as well, where you get an item and then you can spin it. I'll be surprised if there's not like a yellow container and then like you shake it around and you have to find out where to open it. They do that a lot. RE engine. To the moon. We do it. Before I forget, initially in the original game when the officers are talking about the chief, I thought they meant like the president. But now it makes it more clear that they're talking about their police chief. I didn't realize that. And it's like, oh, that's who they were actually talking about. Because they're like, yeah, who are you really? Like, I get that, but it's like, I thought they, you know, were like, oh, who are you, government agent guy? Like, in that sort of way. Anyway, they need to stop doing this at the beginning of, like, almost all of these remakes. Or, no, sorry, all the recent Resident Evil games. Have this, or really, it's 7 and 8, and then they brought it back here. But in 7, you go into the basement, spooky basement. 8, basement, spooky basement. This one, basement, spooky basement. And it's like, ooh, haunted house. Like, they keep doing this. They need to stop. They need to... It was scary the first time. It's getting... Wasn't much in Village. It's getting tiring now. This is a neat sequence, but, like, come on. Also, in the original, he had, like, a tack light on his belt. No, he doesn't. He just has a flashlight. The animations look cool, yeah, but... Come on. He had a tack light. Rat. Big rat. Probably a deer. Big deer. Or a cow. Big cow. Let's look at some item descriptions. SG-09R, a custom-made handgun, or a custom handgun made for Leon. While keeping the basic design of the MUP, its parts were carefully chosen and machined to improve performance. Compatible with the laser sight. Yeah, kind of sad they don't have the laser sights just immediately. Also a little... from what I've heard and seen, it seems like if you're... You know how the crosshairs, like, go in, and, like, in 2 and 3, like, that signifies, like, you're going to get a better shot, or you can possibly get a crit. In this one, you can just full-on miss your shot, which I don't like, because it feels less of skill is involved. With, like, the laser sight, it's like, yeah, there's a little bit of swaying, but there's skill in, you know, getting off your shots. Now it's like there's the potential chance of just, you know, fate. And just, you know, it can miss if it wants to. We'll see how that is, though. You see Kendo right there on the side. The West Coast Kendo, his brother, made this one. And SG stands for Silver Ghost, which the original handgun didn't say it in game, but it was the Silver Ghost. But in the original RE4, it just said handgun. First aid spray, healing spray that will fully restore your health. Combat knife, weapon suited for close encounters. That has been Leon's go-to since receiving it during his time at the RPD, which is cool. So, you know, it's not his same, like, badass-looking knife, though it looks like he gets it with his villain costume, apparently. But it's the one that Marvin gives him. Which my thought is immediately, didn't I stick this into a zombie? Like some random fucking zombie when I got grabbed? It's crafting. Well. Mission brief. Overview. Retrieve the kidnapped individual. Subject, Ashley Graham, age 20. Daughter of the U.S. President, university student. See photo for physical appearance. Background. Contact was suddenly lost with the subject as she made her way home from campus. Soon after, she, along with her ex-military bodyguards, were reported missing. Upon further investigation, it was determined that she was kidnapped by an organized group and a team was convened. Our intelligence department has confirmed several sightings of the subject in a remote village located in a mountainous region of Europe. One agent was specifically chosen for the task, the new guy. Additional info. We have confirmed that the perpetrators received help from an insider. To prevent leaks, this operation will be kept strictly confidential. Local law enforcement have been brought on board and are providing assistance. Barely. You can also read back your comms, I guess. You got a little map, wow. Look, there's the car. Oh, I just realized the car is not... Ooh, a little blood. Car's not gonna sit in the bottom of a ravine. There's no bridge either. Ooh, that's weird. Current orientation. Actually, one other thing. Nope. Hang on. Strong threat. That must be for optional stuff. Oh, the shooting range. Yeah, shooting range is still in. I had heard that.
Hey.
Oops. He tripped. Oops.
I read you. What's your situation?
Ah. Apparently.
What's going on?
Yeah, he's dead. What was that noise? It's the dude that's gonna come down these stairs in about a second.
No fucking way.
He's dead.
This just keeps getting worse.
He's got a little spooky face. You can see the plagas coming out from his neck. So the way these guys work is they're like Crimson Heads in the original RE1 remake. The original RE1 remake. In the RE1 remake, where later on in the game, a zombie could fall over and die, and then it can get back up as a Crimson Head and be much stronger. With these guys, if they're like spasming on the ground, you want to go ahead and stab them with a knife. Like it's otherwise they get back up and they're a little harder to kill. So it's much more important. Okay, now since I've played this demo enough, I'm gonna do a really funny thing right here. It's not that funny, but it's gaming. Nope. And he's gonna come out of the door. Actually, I wonder if might be able to save a little bit of ammo. Oh, he's coming down here. Yeah, so the knife has durability now as well, which that's unfortunate. Yeah, me too, buddy. Okay, so he's just blocking the way, and he's like, no, I know you're here, though. Where is he? That's funny, they put him right here. Alright, I guess we're gonna use up all of our ammo here. He is sniffing the air. I don't think I might want to do this. See if I can't go for a suplex. Might be a tight fit, but let's do it. Oh, I fucking missed it. It is so hard to get the suplex now. Oh, he is still up. And now he's down. And because Elden Ring ruined me and the game has it, you get them bags in. It was funny in the demo though. I got to a point where it's like I would knife the guy from behind, wait here for the guy to come through the door, and then just blow him away with the TMP that you can find in the demo. I think I shot him in the dick. Or maybe I knifed him in the cock. That didn't look that good. Yeah, I didn't expect to use all my ammo. Oh, looks like they killed a lot of people, horrible beetles. Better find her fast. I don't know if I missed this when I was testing, but, okay, no, they just don't have handgun ammo up here in, hardcore. That's unfortunate. Smut scene. How's the volume been sounding? Does it sound about right, or is it still... I don't know. Does it sound fine?
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Well, I haven't used the code
Our
name.
intel was correct then. Well done.
If you just say the name right there.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have
The
been
President's daughter, Baby Eagle, Ashley Graham.
I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up.
Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are... Gotta go. Talk later.
Oh, it's the three dudes.
I'll let myself out.
And that's how you know jumping out the second story window is canon. That's why you do it in the OG. Because it's cooler. And he said, no, yeah, it is cooler. Let's just have him automatically do it. Shouldn't have jumped out that window. Yeah, 1 sec. Okay. Just gorgeously atmospheric. Oh no, I don't have any ammo. I can't. No, my pesetas, no. You better not move. God damn it. So the knife doesn't take durability damage. when you hit crates and boxes and stuff. And barrels. You can't also just kick it, though. Attaché case has been added to the customized case menu. A charm has been added. Deluxe weapon. I'd seen that earlier. Yeah, from... Gonna keep doing that. Something earlier had said, there was a prompt that said, like, move to, what was it when I picked up something? Or, it's something said move to storage. So there's just a storage now, so, like, you can get, like, all the guns if you wanted, and then just take things out for when you need them. That actually makes that a lot more customizable in that regard. People can be running a bunch of different stuff. So we have the Sentinel-9, fully customized handgun for tackling bioterrorism. Its accuracy and versatility make it a reliable choice. I don't think at this point, bioterrorism is like a word. Because, like, I'm not sure if the BSAA are formed yet. I don't think they are. Or at the very least, it's not like a huge, like, global thing that, like, everybody knows about. To my understanding. And then the Skull Shaker, a shotgun with a sawed-off stock and barrel. Its compact size allows for excellent maneuverability and handling. So, I'm gonna use these just for the start, just to ensure I have enough resources to tackle Dr. Salvador and make sure I kill him to get my free monies, and then afterwards I'm gonna go ahead and just put him back in the storage. Increased drop rate for handgun ammo, increased drop rate for pesetas, increased drop rate for gunpowder. That's not really classic. Yeah, I mean, that's classic. I imagine a lot of people are going to be running the gold one. That makes sense. And the charms are neat. So you can only equip these via the, like, storages or, like, save points, I believe. So you can't just throw them on whenever. Switch them out. Handgun ammo, so they're rare charms. Plus 30% handgun ammo craft bonus. Oh, you can pick where you equip them. And you can have 3, okay. Plus 15% health recovery for green herbs. Does that include mixed ones? Also, there's an auto sort. I will never be using that auto sort. Because that sounds icky. Somebody was saying that possibly the Sentinel-9 is the handgun Leon uses in the Resident Evil Vendetta movie. I think that might be right. Also, I'm gonna have to start thinking of, like, places to... For, like, the resources and the gunpowder, I gotta find new places to put stuff. Not to mention, the knife is, like, out of place now that it's, like, an actual inventory item. It's weird. But yay, I can finally use the save point! Yay! Couldn't use it in the demo. Oh, it doesn't tell you how much time. It just tells you what the time is when you saved. There's... Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's my total playtime. My total playtime has been 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. I guess that doesn't include in-game, technically. S plus is 4 hours. Unassisted. Standard 5, hardcore 5.5. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna be getting like an A or a B. Yeah, I'd seen one of the achievements was like beat the game in under 8 hours. Whereas like the RE2 remake was like beat the game in under like 3 or 4 hours. Like what a fucking difference. Oh boy. How giant this game is gonna be. Set your shortcuts. Very nice addition. Keeps the gameplay just flowing very naturally. Yeah, send to storage. Okay. Yeah, so potentially you don't have to like discard any items anymore, which cool. There's a function for it, but I don't see why you would. If you can just send it to storage, unless you can't do that everywhere. Oh, let me look at the 1.10, 19, 90, 119, 4. Compatible with the laser sight. Okay, so yeah, that's just all around. Better handgun. Yeah, again, I'll only use this until the bell, and then I'll pop it in storage. Use up all the ammo for it. It's free ammo at this point, might as well. I have not been able to hit these crows. Both of them effectively. There's a third one up here, but you don't get anything from it because it doesn't drop down. It stays up on the roof. Yeah. I'll get you someday. Just you wait. Pesetas. Nice. I love this tree in here. All the shingles, really cool. Alright, so there's a guy there, there's a guy up there. Somewhere around there. I'm going to crouch behind the truck as the guy right behind that tree there with the pitchfork. He's looking towards that way. The dude up in that brush there is looking over here, okay? But I'm clearly hidden behind the truck, right? I'm just gonna inch slowly forward. Oh, they saw me. Let's do it. Oh. Oh, that was a waste. God, ah! It is so hard to get that. I'm gonna get him on the next guy. It's like they made getting the suplex so much harder. I've gotten it. Gotten it quite a few times. Let me readjust. From my understanding, I don't think bear traps do any damage. They just hold you in place so enemies can do damage to you. That got me 4 times in a row in the demo.
Damn it.
Because I kept forgetting about it. But yeah, see, it doesn't do any damage. Also, no damage run right now. No hit run. Dude in here. There we go. And he said, "Oh my god, did that guy just suplex me?" Yes. A random flash grenade, because, yeah, sure. Red herb. I guess there's no sex discrimination here. At all. There are pitchforks here. They knew. They knew. Better find her fast. On the bright side, the FPS didn't drop to like 30 there for no reason, like it did sometimes in the demo. Get these fun little heads here. Some FPS loss there, just a little. Yeah, it's 57, 56 right now. Let's see what I can turn down a little bit. Yeah, 80 wasn't still much of a loss, so try that maybe. Uh, 57, 59, 60. Yeah, we'll try it on 80. Not gonna go any lower than that. That's hot. I think that guy there, I don't know if he already said it or if he says it as you get closer, but he says, I smell meat. Ha ha ha. There's a woman here, I'm waiting for her to pass. Did you pass yet? You gone? Ooh, nice. Ooh, sick. I just hit 30. Awesome. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, cool. I'm so glad that weird bug is still in it. And it's like between like 38 and 45. Oh, thank you, FPS. Very based FPS. I've not found a fix for this. There's at least autosaves. I don't know if the autosave will fix that. Yeah, it did. Okay, so it would happen, that would happen in the demo, like, right as you pass that, little shack before. Also, there's no way to save this guy, by the way. Because that dude is just invincible. Shoot. Ooh. That's a lucky grab. Yeah, you can jump through this window. You do not want to jump through that window, though. It's going to alert everybody. Lock drawer here. I think you need, like, a small key. Probably a good idea to reload this now. Gonna use this till it's out of ammo. One less villager out of, like, the 40 that are gonna spawn. So unfortunately, there is a guy right here, so you can't go towards the farm without alerting everybody. There's that lady. She patrols between here and then up towards the gate. Towards Ganado Gorge. Hey, you.
Puedes correr, pero no te puedes esconder.
It's a classic line. So I'm gonna follow her.
Sé que estás ahí.
So they're already like alerted to me being here. Already technically looking for me.
Puedes correr, pero no te puedes esconder.
Nice. So you jump over that. Cannot jump over these logs. I haven't found any resources yet to make ammo. In the demo there was some pesetas they left right here. No, Ganado Gorge. I'm gonna go to Ganado Gorge. It's what they called that area in the VR version of RE4. Very funny. Still is funny. Oh. Thought a chicken dropped an egg. They drop them fairly frequently, actually. I don't know if they have white eggs anymore. Because all I could get in the demo were brown eggs. These hatches are still here, though. So, if you discarded everything out of your inventory before the village here, these grates would be opened. You could go down there, and then in a case, there was the TMP. So it was like a secret in the demo. There's that guy here. Let me see, because I'm getting like 52-ish. Yeah, see, that's like no bearing on the GPU at all. Even like the mesh quality doesn't matter. Yeah, I might fuck around with that XMP bit. Oh my god, that looks awful. Yeah, I think I might fuck around with XMP. Stop the stream after the village section here, and then continue on after I get that enabled. That looks awful. Get those extra frames. Yeah, because at this point, there's not a whole ton else I could turn down. Worth a try, at any rate. Anyway. So, might as well do the thing. Because we've snuck around as much as we can before getting caught. Let's sort this a little low. Good God. I am not going to get used to that being triangle inventory. Because it's usually the map in the OG one. Ugh. Mixed herb, G plus R. This blend of green and red herbs will restore almost 3 times as much health as a single green herb. Green herb that will restore a small amount of health. Hand grenade that disperses lethal metal fragments all over the surrounding area upon detonation. Grenade that emits a blinding flash and a deafening wave of percussive sound upon detonation. Flash grenade, how to use. Remove safety pins. Oh yeah, there are multiple ones. Release safety lever. Count 1 1000, 2 1000. Throw grenade toward target. You can just hold this indefinitely, so that doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay, it's game time.
Here we go.
Don't do it. Gotcha. Oh, I should have crouched that. Can crouch to avoid grab. You just broke your own fucking window. Yeah, I'm just take those things. Oh damn it! I just reloaded that by accident. Didn't want to. No, you don't. There goes my knife.
Shit.
No, stop it. Leave me alone. There's ammo back here in the demo. Why did I use that on these guys? Oh, this is a rough situation. Yeah, so Salvador here can come from the gate we came in, the farm gate, and then also from the cutscene. Yeah, thank you. I understand how it works. Well, some egg eater. Yeah, I should have saved that shotgun for Salvador here. That was a mistake. Oh, it's his RE6 line. Not my lucky day. Hey, there's the resources. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Yeah, the music here is fucking fantastic. Oh, that's gonna... Shit. Oh boy, I'm not even gonna have time to fucking knock down that ladder.
Oh, sorry.
Also, they put a window here so you can't just go through there anymore. Or...
Sorry.
Oh no! The bell already rung? Oh. No, I'm killing Salvador. Not a chance. I'll just do that a little faster. I fucked around too much. I should've, I fucked around a little too much. I should go straight for the house. It sucks to be him. Okay, I can play this maybe a little better then. And she's up there. Oh, they already spotted. Oh, god damn it. I was too loud. No, wait, no. Oh, I don't get a grenade. I don't get that extra grenade. I lost out on that. Some of these guys don't even know. And I'm looting. Oh, a Spinel! That is exceedingly rare. Alright, I guess I'll trade that for the hand grenade. I was gonna grab this herb at least, and then we'll head for the house. Was the introduction long up until this point? No. I mean, the more you run through it, you know, obviously the faster it's gonna be. It takes... I don't know. It can take like 5-7 minutes to get to the village from like the beginning if you just run through. Just I decided to take my time a little bit. Appreciate it for the people who haven't seen it. There, and I saved the rounds from the Skull Shaker. I was gonna say Skull Breaker. Alright. Oh, and there's nobody up here this time.
Oh, sorry. Present for you.
Ooh, not a chance.
Place closed.
Ooh, I got him. That was a crit. Yes! Got him! That's free fucking money. Ooh, an emerald! Oh, I fucking parried that, you bitch. My God. That's gonna use up my knife.
Damn it.
Ooh, he fell over off the roof. Alright, fine, I'll fucking heal. I don't want anybody coming up from behind me. Yeah, like that. You gotta be kidding me, he did come up from behind me. Oh, and he fucking came back. No, you don't. Center! Center mass! Ooh. Ooh, they have velvet blue early on. Instead of like, before you enter the castle and then in the actual castle. It's interesting. Yeah, so that barn I noticed always just catches on fire, even if you don't shoot the lantern that's hanging in there. So that cow always just fucking burns. And there he is, right there. Alright, let me get this guy. Let me get this guy. Let me get that guy. I got him. And I agree. You hate the game so far. No, I don't. No, I played the demo, the 20-minute demo for 6 hours. I fucking love this so far. But we're still in the start. Don't buy the game, just replay the demo for 100 hours. Good God, no. No, I got to a point. I had enough of the demo. It's like I couldn't anymore. This guy's face. Choo! Yeah, where is everyone going? Orgy?
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Ha 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 ha! That guy's burning. Yay! I get to play past the demo! Yay! Yay! Like a dream! By the way, don't give up! My Kodak call!
I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
And be careful. Roost out.
Okay, now we can freely loot the village. I'm hoping that stuff doesn't, like, especially at this point, I'm hoping that the enemies I killed and didn't grab shit from I just licked my mic. He had a ruby too. He had an emerald and a fucking ruby. That's why we did that shit again. Also, good to know that, like, it doesn't just load in, like, a different thing. So you can still pick up stuff. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if, like, they'll despawn at any point, the items that get dropped. I hope they don't. But I feel like they probably wouldn't. Not because of this, just because, like, that'd be stupid otherwise. Hey, another egg. Gonna have to check the damage on a chicken egg. What is the damage on a chicken egg? Then it despawned back in 8. Okay, then it's probably safe to assume since, you know, RE engine. What were you doing in there? Get the fuck out of here! I'd have thought, like, oh, can I open this? Why the fuck was he there? What was he just, like, hiding the whole time, little bitch? You didn't even go to church. Yeah, wait, yeah, that guy didn't even go to church.
These people are sick.
But man, that smells good. First thing I'm gonna do, as soon as I find the weapons dealer. He was originally the weapons dealer, not the merchant. As soon as I find him, repair my knife, of course. Hopefully that's not too expensive, but get the durability up. In fact, it'd be cool if every time I upgrade the durability, my knife just gets repaired. Or like, I have to repair the knife to then have it, the durability be like increased. Which is odd. That's probably the case. Yeah, it's funny now that there's not like 40 people here, the game's running a lot better. Can pick up bird money beyond the gate after going through the section in Louise's house. Oh, okay. In a village. Leon murdered the only normal man who hid in the wardrobe. To be fair, he didn't attack me. But he also didn't say stop. Justified homicide. Oh, they got like a little couch in here? That's a repeated painting. It's like an actually, like... I mean, minus the fucking light coming in. Come on, guys. Actually decent, like, house. It's not great, but... He didn't stop to say it in English. Yeah, he's saying, oh, sorry. Oops, sorry, guys. There's also a trap that they can set for you in this encounter. There'll be a dude standing here. He'll grab you, and this can happen at any point. He'll grab you, and then Salvador will come through. The guy with the chainsaw, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Salvador will come through. He'll cut that. You can see that at the end of one of the end of the gameplay little showcase that was like 15 or 20 minutes or so. Yeah, he'll cut that bit, and then you gotta break free, and then Leon parries him with the knife. Knife chainsaw parry. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Can I oh, okay. There we go. I can already tell you, the revolver, I mean, I'm not going to get the Killer 7. It's going to be the Broken Butterfly. The Broken Butterfly is going to go up here. That's why that Skull Shaker felt weird. Okay, so in the Fallout 76 stream, how I was kind of complaining about the shortcuts that I wanted, like 1 is handgun, 2 is knife. $5 on Steam. It is $19.99 now. It's no longer on sale. Wink. It's no longer on sale. For me, there is sometimes very specific buttons that like certain weapons need to be like. So up, yeah, that's a handgun. Down is rifle, 100%. Left is shotgun. Left is a shotgun kind of bind. Does anybody else feel this? Have you felt this? That's so useful. Just send these to the storage. That's so nice. Combat knife. A knife with a broken blade looks like it can be repaired. So as the durability also goes down, the tip on it gets chipped as well. So it's like it actually does make a difference with how it looks. Get the chance to look at this. W870 was made in the year 870. A 12-gauge pump-action shotgun. Its ease of use and sturdy steel build. And its sturdy steel build have made it particularly ubiquitous. Can you feel me? No. Can you feel me now? I am not sure about this gunpowder being here. Also, hand grenades being 1 slot. That's very odd. It's different compared to the original. Chicken egg. Brown chicken egg. A brown egg can be used to restore some health. There's apparently gold chicken eggs. I don't know if those are like they spawn in a very specific spot. There's a merchant request that wants you he wants you to sell one. I didn't even look at the handgun ammo either. My bad. Handgun ammo. Common handgun cartridges. This ammo is favored for its flat trajectory and moderate recoil. It's the same design. Like the swirls on the back there. Handgun / hunting ammunition. 9mm hunting. Well, I guess for birds. Yeah. Makes sense. There's a bird on the box. Yeah, I may end up moving that gunpowder at some point because then, like, I'm gonna want to put the resources next to that. So we'll see. Ruby, a round cut crimson gemstone can be inset. Can be inset in certain treasures. I was gonna say, what? It can be inserts in certain treasures. Emerald, a rectangular cut green gemstone can be inset. Velvet blue, a type of amethyst found in this region for selling only. Yeah, it looks great. You can sell keys? Huh. And the check mark, I'm assuming, is that it's good. It's used. That is very interesting. You can sell key items. Huh. Oh, things I missed. Yeah, so the barn here, this used to only be available to see in Mercenaries. You could see the inside. There was a ladder that led up. There was a time bonus up there. Yeah, but now you need Ashley to get in. Okay. It doesn't look like I missed anything, at least. Expanded map treasure. Ooh, I missed that, apparently. These locked drawers. Or singular. And then I guess I have to actually be able to get inside here. Later on. Ornate necklace. Oh. Combining treasures. You can view the treasures you've collected. Some treasures can be sold at a higher price by fitting them with gemstones. Yeah, so it seems like you can put in what you want partially? Maybe? Ornate necklace, an extraordinarily opulent necklace. Unfortunately, most of the jewels have been removed. It can be inlaid with certain gemstones. Give me an egg, stranger. Hurry. Chris, is that you? No, just give me an egg. I need an egg. Why won't this fit? I don't get it. Okay, so rubies in the original game, those are just whole things that you could sell. They didn't fit in anything. That is very cool. I got a spinel, though. And I guess that can just be completely random. I missed out on the hand grenade, but I got a spinel. That's much more worth it because those are... You trade spinels as opposed to selling them. You trade them for very specific things. Like, I think when you get 10, you can get a laser sight. Okay. That's worth 20,000 pesetas right now. A 2 colors bonus. That's cool. So you can mix and match. Yeah, I wonder if some of the colors. Oh, they might. Maybe some of the colors have different prices. Make sure I didn't miss anything in the house. Yeah, the rush through here for everything. I got really used to that. I could have remembered they moved like a cart towards that window down there. Yeah, I swear they had in the demo. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, you can just full on jump past this ladder now. So that's gamer. Oh, poor cow. Recently played Village of Shadows without infinite ammo. Infinite ammo. And with weapon... Perla? Game turns into classic RE in the beginning. Interesting. Sorry, chicken. Way's closed. Weapon perks. Okay. Oops. Sorry. That's what he'd say. Yeah, I can't believe they put a window there. They knew. They fucking knew. Wait. One more thing. I missed the bell tower here. Or not the bell tower. I said bell tower earlier, even too. No, it's a tower. So this can happen at any point, by the way. You are not getting back up there. Because that was a way to technically cheese that as well. Although they vary up, and the game just hit 30 FPS again. Cool. Hopefully there's still a save up ahead. Could not tell you why it does that. There has to be a way to fix that. Yeah, I guess I just straight up have to fucking reload every time that happens. That's really annoying. No. Okay. I didn't mean to reload, but you know, I'm gonna fucking reload it. It's not like I have a knife to use. There's no way I can mitigate this. Yeah, we'll get through the farm door here, if that's still the farm. There's no sign that says it's a farm. We'll get through that, and then I guess I'll save, reload. Although I might stop the stream just very briefly for like 10 to 20 minutes. Brief. Another ruby. Up. Oh, it fixed itself. Cool, we got frames again. Also, what the hell is this? Dark corner of the earth. No, never mind. No, it's still fucked. I was like, I'm not hitting 60. It's the XMP. Cortez, it's the XMP. You need to activate the XMP. That'll take care of those splitters. For all of the 0 people who understood that reference. It sounds really quiet now, doesn't it? Yep. You wanna go out there? Nope. I probably have the best inventory case in terms of resources of anybody on hardcore. I probably can guarantee that, because I'm a fucking gamer and everybody else sucks. I'm incredible. Alright, calm down there, guy. Okay, so we're just missing 1 emerald, and then we can sell this shit for probably like 30,000 pesetas. Unless we find some other gems that are maybe more expensive. Ooh. We'll see. I can't wait to go back. After playing this for a while, I can't wait to go back to the OG RE4. And this is really great, this frame rate. Go back to the OG RE4. Go to my inventory, and I keep hitting the map. Because it's triangle.
There it is.
Big ass windmill. Okay, surely it has, or surely there is a typewriter in here. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's great. You can store stuff now. Technically, I should put the knife away, but I'm not going to put the knife away, because that's sacrilegious, even if it's broken. I'll hold on to everything right now. Goes to 60, and then right back down to 30. Fucking great. Use a pistol to stun werewolves so they can't hit the barricades. Okay, here. Might be on my end. That's interesting. My GPU says it's running at 100%. But let's see. I reload. No, it just shit itself again. And the frame rate didn't fix. Interesting. Okay. Well, if that's how it's going to be. The computer is melting. It's not melting. I'm not sure what the GPU is doing, though. Try using knives next time. Covert basics. Do the stealth kill. Combine the items, arts and crafts. Amateur appraiser. Inset a gemstone into an item. They said insert originally. Defeat enemies with knives. Knife master. Parry an object thrown by an enemy. I don't remember doing that, but I guess I did. Alright, that might have been on the roof, I think. Boy, I'm gonna buy so much stuff you don't even know when I can. Okay. Okay, so there are white eggs. I just haven't encountered any. Huh. And that's the gold egg. It looks like an actual gold egg. It doesn't look like piss now. The other gold egg looked like piss in the OG. Okay, yeah, I do hate to do this. I am gonna go ahead and stop the stream for between like 15 minutes and like half an hour. Just so I can maybe look at what my GPU is doing. Maybe. And then two, go ahead and enable XMP through the BIOS. So I gotta restart completely. So yeah, for now I guess hit him with the BRB. I don't know. This I don't normally do stuff like this where I just stop. I hope y'all are enjoying Resident Evil 4 so far, though. The remake. A lot of fun. I am having a lot of fun. I'm very excited about a lot of stuff with it. But yeah, I am going to change a few things, see what's up. Yeah, the GPU stuff is weird. I thought that was on the game's end, but yeah, the GPU just goes to 100 for no reason. It stays at 100. It stays at 30 FPS. I'm not going to overclock. That is not going to happen. That'll ruin the lifespan of the GPU. I'm not going to do that. Anywho, yeah, give me like 15 to maybe 30 minutes and we will be back at this. We will be streaming for a long while. So give me a little time and I will be back. Thanks again, everybody, so much. And if you're heading out, thanks for watching. If you'll be back in a bit, like I will be, then I will see you in a bit. I'll make sure to leave a message in chat saying like, hey, if you're watching and you're like, oh, he stopped streaming. No, I'm just, I'm changing some settings and stuff. I will be back. Anyway, thanks y'all, and I shall see you in a bit.